The national broadband network is stretching further across Australia every day. As it does, the internet speeds we were promised are being put to the test. Complaints about speed and reliability are so widespread that the corporate watchdog has taken the surprising step of asking volunteers to have their home internet monitored. One place keen for answers is the Queensland city of Gympie. It hooked into the NBN 15 months ago, but as 730's Peter McCutcheon found, many residents are less than happy.
Hopes of a high-speed future have come to a screeching halt.
I question the whole their selling point of fast and reliable. It hasn't been our experience.
How would you describe it?
Frustrating. So Glenn, what is the internet speed we've got at the moment?
The head of a Queensland driver education company says her business is being hampered by unreliable internet speeds and frequent dropouts.
It's the little wheel still spinning at the top. I just clicked retry.
It's all over the place. You never know what you're going to get. It's really hard to plan when you absolutely need internet, like to pay your 16 staff. It could just die.
I haven't heard anyone that's just completely happy. And when you promise something, I'd like to see it delivered.
The promise of bringing fast internet speeds to Gympie was made early last year, one of the first regions to benefit from the Coalition's pledge of a faster rollout.
It's really exciting to be in Gympie, and I note the sign, the NBN is in Gympie, and it's here with the full range of technology.
The most common form of technology was so-called fibre to the node, the Coalition's cheaper but slower option to Labor's original National Broadband Network or NBN plan. The high-speed fibre is connected to street-side nodes that connect to buildings using existing telephone copper lines.
This records all the milk we collect from farms and what we transport to factories.
Last year, Tim Jensen told 730 this technology, with the promise of a faster rollout, was good enough for his milk trucking business.
I think with what we're stuck with now and what fibre to the node will give us is a vast, vast improvement, and probably one of those things we're happy that it's come today and not in something else. Maybe potentially it's faster in another 2 or 3 years' time.
A year later, Tim Jensen is still waiting for the show to get on the road.
We're still waiting for NBN, and we've had advice that it'll be September this year that we'll be connected up. September this year.
That must be frustrating.
Yeah, it was quite, I suppose the expectation was there that we could get it, and now it wasn't, so that was probably more the point, yeah.
Telstra has apologised for the delay. On the other side of town, internet speed is everything for video producer Luke Soanes. He told 730 last year he hoped promises of speeds of up to 100 megabits per second could be delivered via the fibre-to-node technology.
It's still yet to be proven until we actually really put it to its test and they turn us all on and we start testing. I won't really know exactly what I'm being given.
15 months later, this scepticism is proving to be well-founded, even though his home office is almost directly opposite a fibre node.
When I spoke to you, you were looking for speeds of up to 100. What did you achieve in getting?
At the moment, it's varying between 40 and 50 download.
And what are you paying for?
I'm paying for 100 down, 40 up.
After being contacted by 730, Telstra sent a technician to change Luke Soanes' modem, and is now getting speeds of over 80 megabits per second.
I have had a lot of conversations with different business owners who have got NBN on, and to be honest, I haven't heard anyone say, wow, it's great. I haven't really heard any stories where it's gone smoothly at all, or anyone that's really receiving the speeds that they're promised. And even if they are getting those speeds, it can be very inconsistent.
Sweet potatoes meant to be a superfood.
To put this claim to the test, 730 asked NBN Co for an example of a satisfied customer in the Gympie region.
They make a really, really good snack.
They referred us to the website business Stay at Home Mum. This multimedia enterprise is connected to the network via wireless rather than fibre to the node technology because it's in a more remote area. The business manager here says speeds and services have definitely improved since the NBN arrived.
It has been an improvement. It's been an improvement over what we had, but it's certainly not a massive difference from what we had in the past, no.
NBN Co says overall it has delivered on its promise to deliver fast internet speeds to service providers in Gympie.
But I really stress that it's a wholesale speed, so what people receive in their home may not be that speed or is likely to not be that speed, and that's based on a number of factors that are outside of our control.
That's a grey area that infuriates Gympie's driver education school as they try to pin down who is responsible for their internet dropouts and speeds of less than half of the up to 100 megabits per second they paid for. Their service provider Telstra initially told 7:30 it could be a problem with the NBN copper network, but has since said it has discovered a fault in the business's own equipment.
Honestly, I don't know where the fault lies. Everyone wants to blame somebody else.
You don't know who to blame?
No. So my staff have tried very hard, I know that.
Advocate groups and even some telcos argue NBN could make it easier for consumers by publicising its own estimates of maximum attainable speeds for each user along the fibre to node network, its so-called secret database. But NBN Co is reluctant to go down that path. Why doesn't NBN want to be in that space of giving customers more information?
It's a very difficult balancing act there because our customers are the retail service providers.
The National Broadband Company says it already supplies that information about maximum speeds to service providers. But a lot of people blame the NBN for slow internet speeds. Wouldn't it be in your interest to share that information with customers?
Look, we're certainly working to share that information with customers, but as I said, we think the RSPs or the retail service providers, are absolutely the person or the company that is in the best place to be sharing that information with their customers.
One of those service providers, Telstra, concedes a small number of customers in Gympie are not getting the speeds they paid for, and in some cases they're being reimbursed. This was one of the first areas in Australia to have fibre to the node, and after 15 months, many customers are still trying to work out the lines of responsibility.
I'd say it's a combination between Telstra and NBN. You know, they're ironing out the system, so they're still trying to figure it out.
We need total transparency so that as businesses we can plan.